YouTube's happening. It is Tuesday, October 14th, and we're going to talk some college football because if you didn't know, there's college football on today. Starting for the rest of the season, we start getting our Tuesday and Wednesday action, Maction, Sunbelt, Conference USA, whatever. There are going to be games on these days. And we have 3 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, and only 1 on Thursday. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I might combine all 3 because I'm going to do the college video for we got 4 on Friday too. Okay, so yeah, I'll probably just do these 3 together in a video, and then Friday we'll just join the Saturday group when I do the video. Probably Thursday, I'll upload a Thursday night or something around there. So we'll stick with these 6 games. How does that sound? That work for you? Cool. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We only have 6 games. Let's see if we can find something that looks good when it comes to value. It could be 6 passes, who knows? But damn it, we're gonna look at it. So either way. Let's jump into the lines. First game on the slate. Let me go ahead and pull up my sheet so I have everything I need. I actually need to pop over here and grab the schedule for the rest of the game. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 I need right there. There we go. That's the setup we need. That's a fun 6 games to look at. So, all right, first one on the slate. Let me scroll up. Let me hit a refresh. Make sure the freshest, crispiest lines there are. Let's see what we have. We have first game is going to be New Mexico State and Liberty. Man, rough. That's all I gotta say. We start off rough. We have Liberty is a 10.5 point favorite at home with a 46.5 total. Okay, let's take a look at the sheet. What do we got? What do we see? What do we see? Offense, terrible last 3 games for Liberty. Hell, terrible all season. 17 points, only allowing 20. Defense good. Under all day for this. Over here, 23 and 32. Their defense is terrible too. 46.5 under could be the play. What do I see here? Do we look at any offense, defense, anything stand out? 27 v 45, no difference there. Bottom 5 versus 112, no difference there. 135, which is second worst in the country at 45 yards per game in the last 3 games. What are you doing, New Mexico State? How? 50.4 on the season? How? How are you so bad? Versus 85, that's a Liberty defense thing. And then 70, there's an offensive advantage right here. 70 v 104. They're going to have some success. Not the best success, but some success. So, and then on third down, offense versus defense, geez, that's terrible. So they're going to be punting a lot. 22% third down completion percentage is not good. Going up against a 108 ranked. If I had to pick something this one, I would lean the under, but I'm not taking anything in this one. I don't like this game. So, but I'll tell you if I lean away. So, but I lean the under. Let me type down this. I lean under, but I'm not going to play this one. Don't love it. Let's move on to game 2. And just jump to it. Yeah, let's just jump to it right now. I was going to put a pause in it, but I'll have to, because why not? Second game is going to be, what is the second game? Come back over to the sheet. And we got Arkansas State and South Alabama. Okay, so we got 6.5 South USA. 57.5 is our totes. We pop over here to this, change this down to this, and bam. What do we have? 2 and 4 versus 1 and 5. Amazing. Arkansas State, let's see, 52 v 35. Those 2 cancel out. 117 84. Those 2 cancel out. That's your game right there. South Alabama should be able to run it down Arkansas State's throat. Just clearly see that. That's just 230.7 rushing versus a team giving up 232. Yeah, South Alabama's going to break that losing streak probably. USA 6.5 at home. Do like that already. Let's see. Do we have props in this one? Let's go look and see if there's prop potential. Game, South Alabama Jaguars. Who's running that rock out there? Let me go last 5. Let's see. Extra points. That's the kicker. I don't want kicking props. I want rushing yards for South Alabama. And it's going to be Bullock. Bullock at 97 looks to be the guy. Let's see. No, because you can tell that's 125. That's been his rushing yards. So they have a running back by committee room apparently, huh? Who else is running the ball? I don't see rushing, receiving, passing. Did I miss anybody else up here? No, receptions. Yeah, they got a team approach because I'm not seeing anything else I want to take. Pat, do you run the ball? Let's look at that. You're the quarterback. Do you run? You're not going to tell me if you do run. That helps me out none. So, yeah. So if you want to take a prop, maybe Bullock, but I don't think I'm going to do that. If anything, I think I'm going to just rely on this. They're being at home. They have a massive advantage when it comes to running the ball, and they're a 6.5 point favorite. Give me USA. 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 Minus 6.5 at home. So we want to game 3. That's going to be what? FIU and Western Kentucky. It's at Western Kentucky. I already kind of like that. Let's see what it looks like. Actually, let's see what the line is first. 11.5 for Western Kentucky with a 55.5 total. Key number is 56. Interesting placement. Let's see. Western Kentucky. And what do we have? Yeah, that be that. 5-1 versus 2-3. They're at home, 3 winning streak. They're 3-0 at home. Yeah, they're going to toss all over FIU all day, and then that cancels out. That leans FIU a little bit. You can't run, you can't stop the pass, and they're 50th the passing. So, yeah, this is Western Kentucky all day. This might be a blowout. This is one of those ones. Third down, they can't score. They can't do anything on third down. They damn sure can't stop you on third down. That's where Western Kentucky shines. Western Kentucky about 11.5. I don't even have to think about that one. WKY minus 11.5. Absolutely sign me up for those two. Both home teams too. Great stuff. So that is your Tuesday. Let's go ahead and jump over to Wednesday real quick. All right, move to Wednesday. We have 2 games on our slate, and the first one's going to be, looks like Delaware and Jacksonville State. Where's that line at? There it is. And currently we see is Delaware 2.5 on the road. 57.5 is our total. Spreadsheet. Let's load them up, see what we got cooking. Jack State and interesting. So both teams are really good at scoring. They're combining for 68, 69 points per game, basically. Defenses are not as good. They're giving up around 52. So our total is currently 57. So potentially over 35 v4. The thing they're good at is passing. They're really good at running too, but they're better at passing. But Jack State shuts that shit down. They ain't got time for that. But they can't throw the ball either, and they can't stop the throw. So all this kind of cancels out. 54 v 74, that's a push. Nothing, no advantage there. 2 v 62, 320 per game on the ground the last 3. 279 for the season, 333 at home. Yeah, I like the fact Jack State's going to be able to run it. Delaware, who the hell is that? Delaware. Delaware. I was thinking Dallas all of a sudden. I don't know why. NFL, I guess. 147, 62nd. Yeah, you're giving up this. They probably won't get 300, but they might still get 200 pretty easily. So Jack State should be okay. It's Jack State is 2.5-point dogs at home. If I can get +3, that's a play I would take. Let's go ahead and look at the props and see if there's a potential, whatchamacallit, Jack State running the ball, because that might be something worth taking, absolutely. So that's the Gamecocks. There they are. Do we have anything running? Cam Cook, 118. There you go. Cam Cook touchdown. There you go. So, yeah, Cam Cook. There you go. Cam Cook, now, is he going to get 119? I don't know. But is he going to get a touchdown? Probably. 230 though, it's pretty pricey. So 115 for Cam Cook rushing. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. I do like Jacksonville State +3 though. I think I like that more, just because. Now the only problem is Jack State, if they get behind, they're not built. They're built like Iowa. They're not going to throw their way back in the game. This is Army. This is effectively Army out there. Army, Iowa, Navy can throw better. Air Force can throw better. What are these numbers? That does concern me. So Cam Cook can continue to run. Let's go back. Who has this line? Since when did Hard Rock get college props? Okay, that's new. That's something new I did not know they had. When did they add this? I'm going to have to investigate that. No, I didn't think they had them. I've been avoiding them all season because of it. So, interesting. Let me just go ahead and put Cam Cook on my list. Cook over 118.5 rush yards. If I can take college props on her, oh my, I don't think I can, being in Florida and all, but we'll find out. It might be a non-Florida thing. That's probably what it is, but you can still take on underdog. That's where I've been. If I do take the few I do take on underdog. So, but since we don't know, I do like Jack's +3. If I can get Jack's +3, let's go ahead and bounce back to the lines and see. Yeah, it's +1 away for 2.5. I can get +3 or minus probably 108, 110 maybe. Let's look. Alts line. Alt spread, there we go. Jack State, scroll all the way down. +3 is 115. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Give me Jack State +3, 115 all day. And let's move on to the next one, which would be the last Wednesday one. Still can't believe there's potential props. Hey, it's probably a Florida thing, but I'll find out before I do the next video, because now that might open up a world of things, or it might not. So let's see. Last game on Wednesday is going to be UTEP and Sam Houston. Is Sam Houston point shaving? Are they cheating? Are they? I mean, I've seen a lot of people pose that question already. So Sam Houston is 2.5-point dogs, 47.5. Let's go look at the sheets, and we got to see, because I've seen a lot of people post that question online. Like, what are you doing? Because how are you this bad? How are you this bad? Really? You weren't this bad last year. I mean, look at these numbers. Look at all the red. All the red. You can't throw, you can't run, you can't stop, you can barely play. The only thing you're decent at is kind of playing defense, and you don't get penalties. but 12 points a game last three, something's fishy happening. Like we've seen Kent State last year were terrible. They weren't this bad. Maybe they were. Who knows? Either way, Utah's pretty bad too, but they can at least play defense. They can barely throw, but that's the one thing they kind of match up with. Under, but I don't, yeah, these offenses are so bad. What's our total? Our total's sitting at a wonderful 47.5. How they're combining for 27 points total. Now they're giving up 66 points or 67 points. But do we trust these defenses? And obviously they play some other teams, but I don't bet on bad games. Just don't bet on bad teams. I pass no lean, but if you made me pick, like you said, you have to pick something. I'm probably taking UTEP 2.5. I don't trust anything here. But then again, I might just take the under, but I don't have to. I'm gonna leave it alone. We're gonna pass. So we're gonna move on to Thursday's game. So which is what? Who is that? That Thursday game is gonna be Tulsa and ECU. That's a decent game. Okay. Never mind. Why is it 17.5? What the hell happened to Tulsa? Look, 17.5 ECU, 54.5. What the hell happened to Tulsa? Remember, Tulsa beat Oklahoma State. Remember that? Back when, that was what, 3 weeks ago now? ECU, Tulsa. Oh yeah, ECU's numbers are way better. Just from, you can squint your eyes and tell which teams are good or not. You can be like, oh, yeah, I see a little more yellow. So yeah, versus these oranges and reds. So this v this, that's slightly into ECU. This v this, slightly in ECU. That v that, slight, actually more of a moderately in ECU. That v that's push. This versus this, ECU. That versus that, ECU. And they're at home, ECU. 17.5, those are a lot of damn points. Look at the last three. They're barely scoring 20. Why would I trust a team that can barely score 20 points to win by 17.5? That doesn't make any sense. And they can't score but 13 points. They're averaging 18 points per game this season. What are you doing? No, nothing to do with this one. I'm glad I put this in this video. No, don't bet on bad games. There's a couple great plays, and then we have that potential prop. So there was 3 decent plays. The rest are just absolute garbage. I'm leaving them alone. We should all leave them alone. So back to the schedule. Just straight trash in some of these games. Whatever. Friday we'll have our next set of games. So I'll do the Friday games and Saturday all on Friday. Probably Thursday I'll break them down, put them up. So I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know if you're going to play anything. Check out the HQ. Check out Outlier. One more thing before we go. I just remembered this. If you can play college, let me know if you can play. I want to see if it's a state-by-state thing. I mean, I could look it up, but why do that when you can just tell me in the comments? If you've been playing college props, let me know. I've played a few this year. Obviously, you see when I put them out there, but I usually have to pair them with something else, like an NFL player or something like that. So, because I do it on Underdog mainly. So, but if you've been playing them, let me know. Because if I need to start adding more in the videos, like showing them more, I'll start showing them more because I want to tailor the video to whatever you want to see best. So other than that, as I said, appreciate being here. Check the 2 sites out, and I will be back Friday. We'll talk about more college football. Peace.